don't want to miss this. Today, I want to talk about the cost of living in Texas City, Texas in 2023. Hi, my name is Shari Hensley, and I'm a realtor living and working on Galveston Bay. If you want to know what it's like to live, work, and play on Galveston Bay, you're in the right place. This is the #1 place for everything you need to know about moving to Texas City, living in Texas City, and Texas City real estate. People just like you are reaching out to me and my team by text, emails, and calls. They're researching homes and areas to live in. They want to relocate, retire, purchase an investment property, or a short-term rental, and we love it. I love sharing my love of Galveston Bay with you. If you want to learn how to live like you're on vacation every day, well, just stay tuned. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk about the cost of living in Texas City, Texas in 2023. Now, Texas City is a small city located on the southwest shoreline of Galveston Bay. If you're thinking about moving to Texas City, or you're just curious about how much it costs to live here, then this video is for you. But before we get into the details, I have a question for you. Do you think Texas City is more expensive or less expensive than the national average? Leave your answer in the comments below, and I'll reveal the answer at the end of the video. Texas City is a busy deepwater port and an industrial center with a population of about 50,000 people. It's also known for its history of oil refineries, chemical plants, and unfortunately, maritime disasters. But how expensive is it to live here? Let's find out. According to Salary.com, the cost of living index in Texas City is 98, which means it's about 2% lower than the national average. However, it's still higher than some of the other cities in Texas, like Houston at 95 or San Antonio at 88. The biggest factor that affects the cost of living in Texas City is housing. The median home value in Texas City is about $195,000, which is lower than the national average of $338 and the state average of $297. Renting is also cheaper here than in other parts of Texas. According to Salary.com, the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Texas City is about $1,000 a month, while the average rent for a two-bedroom apartment is about $1,260 a month. Another factor that influences the cost of living in Texas City is transportation. Since Texas City is a suburban city, most people rely on cars to get around. The transportation index in Texas City is 85, which means it's 15% lower than the national average of 100. Gas prices are also lower here than in other parts of Texas. According to GasBuddy.com, the average price of regular gas in Texas City as of June 2023 was about $2.83 a gallon, with the average price in Texas about $2.96 a gallon. On the other hand, some expenses are higher in Texas City than in other places. For example, food and groceries are more expensive here than the national and state averages. The food index in Texas City is 95, and that means about 5% lower than the national average of 100, but higher than the state average of 94. A typical meal at an inexpensive restaurant is going to run you about $15, while a dozen eggs, about $2. Another expense that's higher in Texas City is healthcare. The health index in Texas City is 96, which means it's about 4% lower than the national average of 100, but lower than the state average of 100. A doctor's visit's going to cost about $110, while a dentist visit's going to run you about $95. So how much money do you need to earn to live comfortably in Texas City, Texas? Well, that's going to depend on your lifestyle and preferences, but according to Dwellix.com, the median household income in Texas City is about $55,000, which is lower than the national average of about $63,000 and the state average of about $62,000. This means that some people who live here might struggle to afford the cost of living and have a little extra money for savings and entertainment. Of course, there are ways to save money and reduce your expenses if you live in Texas City. You could look for cheaper housing, share an apartment or a house with a roommate. You can use public transportation or carpool, save on gas and parking fees, and you can shop at local farmers markets or discount stores to save on groceries and other items. Overall, Texas City is a nice place to live with a low cost of living compared to other parts of Texas and the country. So if you're looking for a suburban city with a busy port or an industrial center, then Texas City might be a good option for you. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe you learned something new about the cost of living in Texas City, Texas. If you did, please go ahead and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this one. Y'all, we're trying to double our subscribers and I would really appreciate your support if you just smash that subscribe button. Also, let me know in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions for future topics. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you on the next one.